Elon Musk is now the largest Twitter shareholder. Pretty exciting, right? Welcome to our YouTube channel as we demystify all the speculations in this issue and give you real facts. So stick with me as we lay down the whole truth. Without further ado, let's separate the wheat from the chaff. Hitting the bullseye, let's start with Musk's take first. Since making my investment, I now realize the company will neither thrive nor serve the societal imperative in its current form. Twitter needs to be transformed as a private company, said SpaceX CEO, addressing Chairman Bret Taylor, the chairman of Twitter. When compared to Twitter's closing price on April 1, the last trading day before Musk publicly disclosed a 9.1 stake in the social media platform, Musk's offer price of $54.20 represents a 38% premium. A board seat would have limited Musk's shareholding to just under 15% if he had accepted an invitation to join Twitter's board this week, a move analysts said indicated his desire to take over the company. Musk's investment in Twitter comes at a critical time for the San Francisco-based company. When his term on the company's board ends this year, Mr. Dorsey intends to step down as CEO and leave the company entirely. He was forced to step down after a shareholder revolt and a public backlash from lawmakers and regulators over censorship and toxic content. We would expect this passive stake as just the start of broader conversations with the Twitter board management that could ultimately lead to an active stake and a potential more aggressive ownership role of Twitter, said Daniel Ives, an analyst at Wedbush Securities. But no matter what, Ives said the large purchase by Mr. Musk could prompt other activist investors to buy shares in Twitter. According to Mr. Ives, it's unlikely that anyone, including Mr. Musk, could start from scratch to build a new competing platform. However, as he also predicted, Musk is going to change the course of Twitter one way or another, even if it gets complicated to do so once he takes full control. Therefore, Musk has a good chance of taking the company to a higher level in terms of a platform filled with free speech, considering that Dorsey was on the road to the same mission before he stepped down, leaving the reins to the company's CEO. As the man who is acclaimed to have 100-hour work weeks, we are hopeful that Musk will introduce a new era to its Twitter followers. Besides, what more would we want when the greatest lover of Twitter himself is on the big seat? Remember his memorable tweets? When he got stuck in traffic, he tweeted about it, saying that the government should look into an underground traffic system. When he challenged Vladimir Putin to a brawl at single combat, he tweeted about it. When he got interested in Dogecoin, he tweeted about it. And best of all, when he bought Twitter stock, he tweeted about it. I mean, we need a man with the love of the platform to start shooting the big guns. Once we have needed for a long time. You know what I mean? It's literally like poetry. This is what he said on one of his Twitter posts last month. Given that Twitter serves as the de facto public town square, failing to adhere to free speech principles fundamentally undermines democracy. Based on this view, we all think that Musk should attempt to alter Twitter's own practices, as this would make more sense. When asked about Mr. Musk's investment in Twitter, Twitter was not eager to give their response, which shows that apparently not everyone is happy with this new development. Now I am sure you guys are curious about how it will go down when Elon Musk starts the obvious changes, but I'd like to tell you to cool down if you are scared that the revolution of the platform will not work. Needless to say, in this case, the deck is stacked. Having bought the large amount of shares in the company gives him the right to give things a go, even when votes aren't unanimous with the rest of the shareholders. What he needs to worry about, though, is the state of mind of the existing employees and their ability to accept change. However, we all know the world's most famous CEO does not do anything with a plan, based on what he tweeted a few days before announcing that he bought Twitter shares. On Twitter a few days ago, he questioned his 81.6 million followers. Free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. Do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to this principle? He then added, "The consequences of this poll will be important. Please vote carefully." Every now and again, the billionaire takes to Twitter to express his views on current events and other prominent personalities in a playful or business-oriented manner. His social media activity was severely restricted by federal securities authorities after a claimed attempt in 2018 to take Tesla private failed. On the news, Twitter shares surged 27.1% to $49.97. I have to say, what a breath of fresh air this is. We can't wait to see if our suspended Twitter accounts will be unsuspended. Fingers crossed, we will definitely be eagerly awaiting to see what changes Musk will make to the popular platform. Sadly, it's goodbye for now, but don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell before hopping onto your next video.